Live co-hosts Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have found a way to balance their personal and professional lives. And that apparently includes listing topics that are off-limits. Or at the very least, Mark would appreciate some immunity before giving Kelly his earnest opinion. So how often does Mark play the immunity card? And what kind of topics does he prefer to avoid? Read on to see what the live co-hosts had to say during a recent episode. Kelly Ripa digs into Mark Consuelo's secrecy on certain topics. Living and working with a spouse full-time isn't for the faint of heart. Thankfully, Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos have a strong marriage. A little communication goes a long way, especially when it comes to discussing their home lives on the show. Certain topics are funny and make for excellent banter on camera. But Mark champions his privacy and seems to admit there are some conversations he would rather avoid. In a recent episode, Kelly revealed that Mark demands immunity before offering his true, earnest thoughts on specific topics. But according to Kelly, her husband asks for immunity far too frequently. What does the former soap star have to hide? He's always asking for immunity, Kelly said about her husband during a recent segment. When a perception is asked and I have to tell her what I think is the truth about a certain topic that I feel might be sensitive, I get immunity, Mark responded. Well, hello, that's a little bit suspect, guest star Cate Blanchett chimed in, before asking what qualified for immunity. Like, does my hair look okay? No, nothing like that, Mark denied. But according to Kelly, that's not entirely true. Correct. Kelly Ripa interjected. He asks for immunity from those things. The co-hosts didn't dive into heavier topics Mark asks for immunity from. And thankfully, Kelly's hair always seems to be flawless. During an appearance on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa dug into their marriage. Working with a spouse certainly has its challenges, but they believe the benefits outweigh the drawbacks by far. Little marital squabbles here and there are to be expected. But at the end of the day, live viewers seem to love the dynamic between the two. And they thoroughly enjoy spending so much time together. I think it's been great. We don't really talk about work at home, Kelly shared on the show. We don't have to fill each other in. We already know what happened and how bad or good it was. Were you surprised to learn that Mark Consuelos asks for immunity on certain topics? What do you think he has refused to discuss before? Share your own thoughts and ideas in the comments below.